"Keep your eye on the child" was Grace Martin Highley's motto, and one that led her to develop South Dakota's Department of Child Welfare. Grace Martin Highley was born on her family homestead near Hot Springs, South Dakota in 1885. Her training came the hard way, through field work and experiences. For 21 years, she built a program, nationally recognized, based on the needs of children and on goals and professional training which did not exist in 1939. She became a skilled practitioner who knew social work theory well. In 1978, Augustana College awarded Grace an honorary doctorate of humane letters for her leadership and service in helping those in need. She continued into her 80s to mentor and serve as an unofficial advisor to agencies and individuals.
To the Hall of Fame staff and board, our family thanks you for all your efforts in creating this wonderful event, honoring those who have contributed so much of themselves to others and the legacy of South Dakota. We are thrilled that our grandmother, Grace Martin Highley, is part of this. She was so humble about recognition, always pointing to the efforts of her staff and caseworkers, and the cooperation of the judges, the legislators, and 14 governors that she developed close personal relationships with, so that she might see how their decisions affected children and the programs. In 1929, she was offered the position of relief worker for the Fall River County Commissioners and later supervised 12 western Fall River counties. Counties. But as a relief worker, her job was to decide which families should be given federal monies to buy food. On her first visit, she drove a Model A Ford pickup, visited a family living in a cave with 9 children and having only flour and 6 goats for milk. From that first pickup to her big old Oldsmobile, she crossed South Dakota roads over the years, looking after the needs of others. I'm sure many of you have experienced a loved one that refuses to give up their car. Well, she was that way, and still, long into retirement, she drove from Hot Springs to Rapid City for board meetings with the Casey Foundation and Jean, and with the Children's Home Society and Fred, so dear to her heart. And this is kind of hard for me to remember all this for her. She had no formal training in welfare services, but she was a skilled practitioner, and she had come by her training, as you heard on the introduction, the hard way, through field work and challenging experiences. She had learned firsthand what had to be done, and it was important to her that it was done right, without politics and without judgment. She believed that every individual was worthwhile and had value. In 1939, she was asked to come to Pierre to administer the Child Welfare Service. Her first staff of 7 had only a 6-week training program, and Grandma believed strongly that the better you were trained, the better you could help. She brought in national speakers, she sent her staff to workshops, and by the mid-50s, over 50% of the staff had 1 or more years of graduate training. For 21 years, she built a program, always saying, keep your eye on the child, and you won't be confused. Early on, it was common for Grandma to bring home a child she had had to remove from a house until foster care could be arranged. And when I was young and visiting Grandma, she brought home a teenage girl who was very angry with her. And of course, I was horrified that somebody could be angry at my grandma. But Grandma went about in her calm way, fixing bowls of ice cream for all of us, and got everyone singing the refrain to Little Brown Jug. The atmosphere changed. You never saw her angry or impatient. She was always patient and caring. My sister Karen recently came across a letter that Grandma had written to her back in July of 1972, 12 years after she had retired. And we'd like to share a part of that letter. A foster girl from Rapid City ran away and came here. And I have had her this morning. She had been in a foster home for 3 years. The family were in the flood. The foster father was killed, and 6 of the foster children drowned. This girl, 16, and the foster mother survived. She was on a pile of debris and rescued at daylight. The foster mother is in Tennessee with her own daughter, the house entirely gone. She came here to visit her father, but it didn't work out with the stepmother, and she ran away and came to me. What a testament to the impact she had on children. Our cousin Bill stayed with Grandma Grace in Edgemont for a week one summer, and he observed firsthand her interaction with the community. And he made this comment: you know, Grandma Grace brings value to her community. So true. She was the rock and the cement, not only for early childhood, but for our entire family as well. And every grandchild will insist to this day that they are her favorite grandchild. Such was her love. We thank you and feel very blessed that her legacy will live on in the Hall of Fame. Thank you.